Welcome to the Sports Card Talk Show. Sports Card Talk Show with Kevin Anderson and Lorn Walker, the Skull Brothers.
Welcome to episode 141 of the Sports Card Talk Show. We have Friday Night Light interview / kind of a My Five faves. Yeah, combination type of show.
Yeah, we're having Sam return. He was on our show about a year ago. Honestly, we could figure it out if we went and saw what day the Twins lost the final game of their little playoff series with the Yankees last year, because he was getting ready to watch that game.
Yep. I remember that now.
That's
too funny.
Yeah, I remember that as being part of the discussion a year ago. So
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so he's coming back and joining us.
Sam with Vikings95. I don't know if we clarified Vikings95.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I did. Yeah, Vikings95.
Right.
Yeah.
Should we rock out a little trivia before we dial them up?
Let's do it, man.
All right. In 1964, what Vikings defensive end picked up a fumble and ran 66 yards in the wrong direction, surrendering a safety when he thought he'd scored a TD?
Wrong way, Jim Marshall.
In 1967, Rod Carew easily captured what award with 95% of the vote?
Must be oh man. Well, it's got to be MVP, American League MVP,
Rookie of the Year.
Oh gosh. Oh.
What position did Chris Dolman play for his first 2 years in Minnesota before moving to defensive end for the rest of his career?
Linebacker.
In 2016, what Timberwolves guard became the fourth player to win the NBA Slam Dunk contest in consecutive years?
What year was this?
2016.
Zach LaVine.
Yep.
Dude, I should have got that Rod Carew question right.
It happens sometimes.
Like, I wasn't even thinking of what you said the year was.
Uh-huh.
I think that's the second time I've gotten burned on I think I guessed Rod Carew when it was Tony Oliva once.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to talking to Sam.
Me too, man.
Should we dial him up?
Ringling ding dong.
Oh, I'm like, it's not starting. Oh, there it is. All right, we got Sam dialed up. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We're doing great, man.
Yeah, we're doing real good. Glad to have you on again.
The purple. Yeah, thanks so much for having me on.
Yeah. We had to all sport our Vikings purple for football card Ollie there.
Cool.
Cool. Oh, too funny. Oh, man. So everything's good for you?
Yeah, everything's been good. I mean, a little different time than we interviewed in 10 months ago, but still going well. So
that's good.
I did check. The Twins are playing here soon. So
it got canceled.
They are playing?
Oh, did it?
Yeah. Yep.
It got canceled?
Yep.
Somebody COVID tested?
No. With everything going on, they decided to play. Yep.
Oh, because of that.
Yep.
Crazy times we live in, man.
Yeah, a little different than last time. That is for sure.
Bit. Yeah. So I think maybe we'll have you start with talking about starting your channel, how you came up with the name and what you collect, kind of all in one, mix it up however you want to tell the story.
All right. So obviously Vikings95, got the t-shirt again. Been a Vikings fan my entire life. I'm born and raised Minnesota boy, but I went to Iowa State for college. And so being an Iowa Stater, I decided pretty early on that I wanted to collect Iowa State Cyclones. There's a couple of reasons for that. Obviously, Vikings95, huge Vikings fan, Skull. But I thought it'd be easier to collect just a couple guys. I mean, Iowa State is not a huge football school by any means. When I was there, we were actually better known for basketball, but I pay way more attention to football. So Iowa State, we had a couple guys drafted. Alan Lazard is actually he was my first PC guy, first personal collection guy, and who really got me into football. Then Hakeem Butler and David Montgomery were 2019 draft picks. Alan Lazard was actually not even drafted. He was an undrafted free agent. He's probably doing the best out of any of them, right? Well, him and David Montgomery debatably, but Montgomery just got hurt and is out for 2 to 4 weeks. Yeah. But anyways, a groin injury. I thought they were saying knee at the beginning, and I was just scared. Just a groin injury.
Non-contact injury, carted off the field. I'm like,
no. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So that was scary. But Alan Lazard was 2018, and he is obviously, sadly, a Packer now. So that's hard to deal with, being a Vikings fan. But, of course, Dave Montgomery's a Bear. Yeah.
David, dude.
I'm just waiting for Butler to be a Lion. It's like bound to happen.
It's bound to happen. Oh, man.
But I decided, what was that?
Who cares if they're a Lion?
I don't even do the best.
Lions, dude.
They're not a threat. But yeah, so decided I'd collect Iowa State guys because, Stephon Diggs is like the prime example right now. If you're collecting Stephon Diggs when he's a Viking, he gets traded. What do you do with all the cards? That was kind of my mindset early on. Obviously, you can collect them even if they move on and everything. But having my college guys, I love when they're in their college uniform. You'll see some of my favorite cards are in their college uniforms because, Iowa State colors and everything. But I figured I could collect them with any team that they're on. I just got really screwed with the teams that they got put on, with the Packers and the Bears. So that is kind of the background. A lot of people think that I'm, a Vikings collector because the Vikings95. I do have quite a few Vikings cards, but my main collection, by far, I think I have over 200 Hakeem Butler autos, over 100 Lazard, and I think around 70 Montgomery. So far and away, Iowa State collector. I'd say probably one of the largest collections. Maybe there's a couple guys out there I know that have some pretty crazy stuff as well. So there's the backstory on all of it.
Awesome. Yeah, I know those college cards, when they get those multicolors and stuff, they're really sharp looking for sure.
Oh yeah. And National Treasures. National Treasures and Flawless look good regardless, but they make some really cool college stuff. It's not game used or anything because it's college, but it still looks very here. I'll just give you a brief display of one of my favorites. How can you not love? Let me get the glare
here. I'll put you up there. Oh yeah, that's so nice.
101 Butler got the nice patch there. That's just one of my favorites. Honestly.
Yeah. That's so nice.
What was that out of? Was that
was a 101, or what do you mean? This one's a 101. It was from Immaculate.
Yeah, I was gonna say Immaculate has some really nice college stuff too.
Yeah, for sure.
And then it's funny too because unless you're a college collector, a lot of that college stuff is more reasonable in price too.
It drops really fast once pro unis come out.
Boy, you got a big smile on your face when that got brought up. Yes.
It's one of my favorite parts.
Yeah, I can't. I'm when I go through my boxes, I'm like, oh my goodness, I got a lot of Laquan Treadwell stuff in Ole Miss. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's Laquan Treadwell, but
he might have a shot. You never know. Isn't he? Is he a Falcon now?
Yeah, I have a hard time thinking he's going to get a lot of targets with Ridley
Julio, Calvin. Yeah.
Never know. It just takes a one game opportunity, or
he's just got to not drop the ball.
Yep. That's the tough part.
Yep. He didn't do great with the Vikes on that aspect, but I remember yelling at the TV a couple of times at him.
Yeah, a couple. So obviously, just crazy times in general, but crazy times in the hobby. And how is that you having to be a little bit more creative, or what? How are you working that into what you're doing?
So my channel kind of runs around being more of a budget collector. It's kind of the general consensus. I don't open a ton of hobby boxes, especially nowadays. I think the last hobby box I opened was Legacy. And I like Legacy as a product. I think it's pretty cool. The Dare to Tear stuff was a great idea on Peeny's Panini's part. The mini cards look pretty sweet. That was reasonable. That was actually like that was a good price when it came out. I think it was like, what was it, like $135 off of their website or something like that?
Right, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And then that was kind of the last. I mean, in the foreseeable future, I don't think I can open up much hobby. I mean, Certified's $250, Panini Black, which I opened up 2 boxes of last year. I opened up 2 boxes for $200 total. This year you got $280 for a single box, and I mean, like, what I think it's like 5 cards, and I'm like, I can't justify paying $50 something per card when I could go and buy 5 cards. And that's actually an idea. So anyone who's watching who thinks they need an idea, go buy a full box worth of cards on eBay and see how cheap you can make it, because I'm sure you could probably get a like box of Panini Black 5 cards for like $30 shipped.
Oh, yeah.
Something. like the hits that are inside or something. Yep. I thought about doing that, but then figured it'd be a lot of work and a lot of keeping track. But being one of like the eBay mystery hot packs, having one of those each week, and searching out eBay lots and stuff like that has made it so I can kind of keep content going out, and I can keep opening stuff, because I mean, I like opening stuff and finding the hidden gem and everything. But right now it's definitely a different time. I mean, like, even Target field goal boxes, like, those are not high standards. Those are $15 and you get some junk packs. But I mean, half of them are going to be Leaf. The other half, you can at least open something. But those are sold out on Target's website. I can't find them in store. Like, I can't even find the repacks.
You're talking about the Fairfield stuff, right? That's
Yep. That's fair.
I was wondering. I'm like, are you having a hard time even finding Fairfield nowadays?
Yes.
Yeah, that's like MJ Holdings sold out of Walmart. Like, the Fairfield stuff is Target and sold out. Can't find it. Yeah. So it is at least in the cities. Like, I live probably 5-10 minutes from a Target. They have not. Well, every time they've gone or I've gone, they've been cleared out. They have nothing. It looks like it's changing around, like stuff's getting moved, but nothing's there when I'm checking.
Right.
So it's a different time for sure.
Yeah, I think I heard a terminology on Twitter, maybe shelf wipers, I think they call them, where they just
that sounds about right.
Yeah, I was working out of town and took my break and ran into a Target conveniently, and I watched one guy. Like, usually hockey's pretty safe. Like, I can find that this guy bought all 6 boxes that were on the shelf of hockey. I'm like, nothing is safe on the shelf at all.
Yeah, it's really, I mean, I think they have those like Mad Hats or the NFL little mini figures. Like, that's about as much as I can find. They might have stickers too.
Those were gone last time I was there.
Oh man.
Yeah, the little mini helmet things or whatever.
Wow.
The teeny minis or something. I'm like, oh my.
Yeah, Teeny Mates. I think that sounds right.
Mates. That's what it was. Yeah.
That's so funny.
My goodness.
Yeah. So it's been more making. I've had to come up with a couple tutorial videos. Like, I threw a little video out there today. I have like a couple side PCs where I literally just, like, if I get a card, I'll throw it to the side. And I mean, if it's a specific player, so like today's video is Tom Brady, and I ended up having like 167 Brady cards that I've thrown aside over the course of me opening stuff and collecting. So it's kind of crazy to go back and see, but there's no early Prism, sadly, because those are just going nuts right now.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Everything is. Oh man. Like, I remember just today, I think I saw that. I can't remember what player is just going crazy. I'm like, I gave all that stuff away. I think it was
Mahomes base cards. Yeah,
I think it was a Chris Godwin operated rookie. Yeah. It's going bonkers right now because Brady's down there, and and I'm just like, oh my goodness, I gave all that stuff away.
I had I picked up last year we did a little speculating on the channel. It might have been like one of our very first episodes, like 3rd episode. We called the Comsky episode. Me and Kevin put some money into an account and bought some cards on the show, but we were trying to get as many heap cards as we could. And then on my own personal account, I picked up a little bit more expensive cards, and I picked up a Mike Evans rookie card.
That just went straight up.
I picked it up, and it was like out of $25. I had it listed for $5 actually. I bought it for $5. I listed it for like 32. I just flipped the price and put $32 because it was also the 13 out of 25.
There you go.
And I'm a eBay 101 nerd, so sat on there for a whole year. The other day I went in there and I was like, oh my goodness, I got $100 in my ComC account. Here I sold. Now that the NFL, it's the dawn of the NFL is upon us. People are buying up football cards like crazy. And I sold a bunch of cards that I spent, $1 cards that I sold for $5. And next thing you know, I got $100 in my ComC account. And
to spend it.
Yeah.
High roller. Yeah, you got to.
The problem is, I go and I look at prices, and like I click Vikings, and most recently added to the site, and I'm scrolling through, and like a 2015 Topps Chrome base, like Stephon Diggs or something, which was like a 75-cent card a year ago. Somebody has cleared them out, like probably bought every single one on ComC, and is now for like $6 a piece, and I'm going, what?
Yeah, that is. I can tell you, I probably have like 25, somewhere between 25 and 35 Stephon Diggs rookie cards, just like in my rookie pile. Like, so it's just crazy hearing about the card market, how it's really just like over the past like 5 months, it is probably quadrupled or something ridiculous. Ever since, like COVID started, people had a lot of time on their hands. We're at home. Yeah, it's kind of nuts right now, but
yeah.
Sam, since you're a lot younger than us, how and when did you get into card collecting?
So I got in pretty early on. I mean, before high school, before college. So it was all, Adrian Peterson time, right around like 2007. I mean, I think I started playing fantasy football with my dad. So that's what started everything, was just playing fantasy football. And then it's like, you're at Target and you're like, all right, let's just, hey mom, can I grab a few packs? And started a little collection there. So I actually have some like old Aaron Rodgers rookie cards and so many Adrian Peterson rookies from back in the day. And I have a lot of the cards that I set aside way back when. Obviously, I wish I treated them better, because when you're, 12 years old, you're like, that was a cool card. Let's go play with our friends and, do whatever. Like, oh, my guy beat you. I don't know. Starting off then, kind of fell out. I mean, really in high school and college, you just don't really have the budget to card collect. And I wasn't putting the time towards it. I mean, college, I was pretty busy with school and everything. And so after college, when I had a stable income and everything, I was able to get back into it. And it's been a ton of fun. I mean, I can't wait to I'm living in an apartment right now, but eventually sometime down the road, have a sweet man cave with a bunch of stuff hanging up. I have I'm not going to show my desk over there because it's really messy right now, but I got like a Michael Thomas jersey that's autographed hanging up, and a Xavier Rhodes that it's autoed with Rhodes closed, which is ironic, but
it was
just really cool stuff. Yeah, the roads were a little open last year, but really just started early on. What?
I guess I asked you that question because, me and Kev, we grew up in the age of, packs for 50 cents a piece. You'd buy a whole box of wax for under $20, and you 36 packs of 15 cards. And I mean, you could, we were set collectors and stuff like that in the day. And, you grew up when packs were a little bit more expensive, but you still got into the hobby. And I just wonder if you, as a lot younger dude than us, if you would have gotten back into the hobby, if you wouldn't have tasted the hobby when you were a kid.
I don't know if I would have, honestly. I mean, it really goes back to sentimental collecting for me. And I mean, I collect my Iowa State guys, which is more of a sentimental collection as well. Just because it's going back to college. And so collecting when I was young with, my dad and fantasy football, and I'm still in leagues with him. So that's kind of cool. So, I mean, nowadays it really is the same sentimental collecting. I also went with Pokemon cards way back then. So that was a big thing back when, when I was 5 to 10 years old. I still have quite a few of those too. I don't think I have any of the super, super expensive ones nowadays, but, yeah, I don't know if I would have got into it if I didn't start back then.
And then I think that's what's sad about what's going on in the hobby right now, is because kids, like, I don't know if I'd be collecting cards if I didn't collect cards when I was a kid. It's us like chasing after our childhood a little bit. It's something that was ingrained in us as a kid. And the way that the hobby is just going on crazy right now, your kids are getting outpriced. I mean, kids aren't, if the
they can't even find it.
If the retail isn't on the shelves for a kid to buy a pack when he's a kid, that kid isn't going to come back to the hobby, and when he's in his 20s and out of college and is like, hey, I want to open cards again, because he never got that when he was a kid. And I think that's what's sad about the craziness of it right now.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, yeah, it is really hard to see everything being bought up instantly. I mean, people are waiting outside Walmart. I mean, I know a couple people on Instagram literally waiting outside Walmart to buy it all up. I mean, even they're flipping it, they're ripping it. Either way, it's like, it's hard to see the younger generation really not even get a chance to get involved. And so hopefully some of them are able to, either through friends, family, whatever. But yeah, it's hard for retail stuff. And I know a lot of people that are just not collecting right now. They're like, there's nothing to open. And a lot of people don't like doing the eBay. I mean, I think personally the eBay buying is what makes most sense. You know what you're getting. You get it for a lot cheaper. It's available. But yeah, it's ripping packs is almost a thing of the past.
I think crazy too is that the cards nowadays too from 2019 and 20 reflect the price that people are having to pay for those packs too. Like I would just on see, I was looking to see what I could spend my $100 on. And I'm like, let me see what they got for Justin Jefferson on here, because I have, and I'm like going, are you kidding me? I can his autograph cards from Leaf are ridiculous and stuff like that.
Even
I'm just like, I was buying Stephon Diggs rookie cards before he kind of blew up for like $5 a piece, 4 or 5 years ago.
So old when we say that, though.
Yeah.
The market is so different than when you were doing that.
It doesn't seem like the time gap between Stephon rookie season and now isn't that long.
It's like 5 years. Isn't it? 2015.
Yeah. Actually, that was when the Vikings hired Zim. That's when I jumped on. He got me back to collecting cards. I became like always a Viking fan, but Zim, I felt like the Vikings were going to have some kind of direction.
We had a chance.
Yeah. Because I think good coaching is not, it's underappreciated in the NFL. I think obviously look at Belichick. I mean. I have a feeling the Patriots are going to be better than the Buccaneers this year, personally.
I can't wait to see how that plays out, honestly, because I think it's just going to be, Brady's got a chip on his shoulder because everyone's saying it's Belichick. Cam Newton's got a chip on his shoulder. Yeah. It'll be fun to see what happens for, just those two teams in general. But if we have a season.
I'm not a humongous Cam Newton fan, but I want to see him play with a chip on his shoulder because I think he can be amazing this year.
If he's healthy, if he's actually healthy, he was fun to watch when he was.
Mm-hmm.
So, I want to circle back to an idea you had, and I think it'd be kind of a fun challenge. We'd have to work out the details, but I think your best 5 Panini black cards versus our best Panini 5 black cards off eBay. You have to prove what you bought, and we set a dollar amount. And so
that would be interesting.
You can get the best 5, and we can let.
I can do that.
We can let people vote on it. Now we're at a disadvantage because that's your specialty.
It is my specialty, finding those kind of things. Yeah.
But I think it'd be kind of fun, and it's something a little bit, like you said, there's things to do in the hobby.
Oh yeah.
Other than doing that,
yeah.
It's so crazy because I have opened and bought more stuff recently than I have since I've gotten back into the hobby. And I did find a little bit of Chronicles. I wasn't the first person there, so I didn't do the big damage, but I took what was left. I'm like, well, I'm not going to get another chance, and I haven't.
Right.
But I spent way more than I should have, and I won't buy a PC card for like $50. I'm like, you're backwards.
I mean, well, right, go ahead.
Oh, I just say I won't spend it on a PC card that I really like. I'm like, that's just crazy.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing with like Chronicles, like Lorn was saying, is that the prices of even the cards that you're pulling are now, they're being valued higher. I mean, like Justin Jefferson's valued higher, like all the new stuff in basketball I can't really speak on, but I've been watching prices a little bit just because it's almost like comical. Like you're seeing these $10 blaster boxes sell for $50, $60, $70 on eBay. You're like, that's unheard of. But I mean, if people are willing to buy, it's a supply and demand market, and Panini's about that. I mean, they know that. So I've been seeing a lot more sold off of their website directly instead, like elite blaster boxes and stuff like that. So I'm sure that they're probably going to be cutting out the middleman event at some point to some extent. So
yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think people are going to have to. I think more people are going to have to take a step back and maybe draw a line in the sand. Because if, like you said, if people are willing to pay it, people are still going to go wipe those shelves off. I mean, although I did see somebody recently on Instagram have a whole bunch and says, I need this gone now. Because I think a lot of people are living on that CC, the credit card. And those those payments come due. And if you don't have money in there,
I know that, just speaking of this challenge, months ago we did the Adrian Peterson wows, and the final episode was all flawless cards, and it was pretty dang close to 20 flawless AP cards, autographs, and mostly autographs, honestly.
That's crazy.
And I don't know what a case or a box of flawless costs now, but I got all those AP cards for less than a box of flawless. I know for a fact.
Right.
And that's just so I definitely think this would be a fun thing to go find.
I think it would be fun. 5 Panini Black. So maybe we'll have to give it a couple weeks because it's just being open.
Oh yeah, it'll take a little while.
Yeah,
but I know the two. Like, just you can go and pick up serial numbered National Treasures, just the base cards that you're getting. Everyone's chasing the big chunky RPA patch and a box of that stuff, and you can't hardly get $3 to $5 for a single of the out of number 99 serial stuff. Yet people are paying $15 for a silver Prism rookie.
I don't get it.
so National Treasures, unless you're getting the hit, the RPA, the rest of it is just garbage. It's not which is so funny to me that people are willing to pay the thousands of bucks for a box of that, but they value a Topps, or not a Topps, but a Prism silver more than National Treasures 99 rookie card.
Going to like the Prism. So you guys have seen the 2018 Mahomes prices, right? Like base Prism 2018 Mahomes, not silver. It's a base card. It is a base card of Mahomes. They're selling for 75 to, I think it's $50 to $75 right now. And you could go out and pick up a rookie of Mahomes from Prestige or from the college jerseys and stuff for $20, 25. I mean, they're still pretty cheap. So you're paying a base. I mean, I get that Prism just carries some sort of magical power. It is crazy. I don't get it. I don't understand it, but
somebody I think Gary V might have been the one who said you got to collect base Prism rookie cards.
Pump and dump, yeah.
And everybody, and then every other person that gives investor advice jumped on that bandwagon. So everybody is like a bunch of sheep chasing, following the shepherd to the cliff. I think there's a cliff to this madness. Just don't know when everything's gonna fall off that cliff.
Right. Eventually, I mean, to some extent, it is a rookie card, and I mean, like, are Tom Brady second-year cards worth that much? I don't know. I haven't done research on that or anything, but it's a rookie card, so it's not a rookie. It's a base card. I bet. Right. But it's interesting. That is for sure.
I have a question for you. Just speaking of all these of 99s and all that stuff, what do you consider a hit? Like when you're opening
autograph or jersey.
So a number.
I don't consider numbered cards hits. No.
That's just so crazy.
Not even a like out of 25 or 10 or.
It'd be a short. One of ones I'd consider a hit, but I mean typically just autograph or jersey cards. At least that's just what I've thought of the entire time I've collected is just auto or jersey. And then numbered cards are just short prints or, they're obviously better than inserts or whatever, or rookies, but I separate all my numbered cards too, but.
Right. I just was curious because I hear so many people say, I didn't get nothing in that box. I'm like, you had an of 10 of this player, there's only 10 of them. There's thousands of Prism cards. There's 10 of that one. How is that not a hit?
Kevin, that is a good counterpoint right there.
Kevin hit this in a box he opened last week. It's
nice. Jared Allen. Yeah.
Jared Allen Heroes card. And nice. I rang the hit bell pretty loud for that one.
That one's just cool. I mean, I had my girlfriend, she opened one box. I'd opened, I think like to this point, I opened a couple off screen. I think I opened like 3 prestige hanger boxes and I hadn't hit anything. She opened one box. And she hit the like Russell Wilson Heroes card, and I was like, of course, off screen. But whatever, it's fine. I think I put it on Instagram. So
sure.
So is she gonna start opening more packs on the channel then?
I've got a couple ideas for pack battles that I think would be kind of cool. I mean, I kind of said at the end of last video or our second pack battle video where it's like, I go find some hobby packs, some retail packs, and then like, right on like, if I put a couple leaf packs in there or something like, you get a hanger box if you pick this one or something, like kind of mix them all up inside of a box and just have you like reach and pull. And, I pick 5, she picks 5 and it's a battle. I thought it'd be kind of cool. I just need to find some hobby packs. Yeah, at an affordable price.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know where you're going to find hobby packs because I know the shops up here don't separate it. Although I think
nope,
Alan,
the ones down here.
I think Alan mentions the one down there does and sells them online.
There's a few.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There's a few. I have. There's one Twin Cities Sports Cards, I think, is it, and they just sell individual boxes. Yeah. Every time I've been there, they used to sell individual packs, but I think they've either gotten away from it or just selling boxes pretty quickly. So I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I had commented, a couple of retail on that, and you're like, I can't find hobby. I'm like, dang it.
I thought I was debating like maybe getting like a boom box or something and just like opening it and putting that in. Like it's an idea, but it's in the works. So I've got some stuff set aside. So what I do is I usually buy, if I can find anything, like because Targets and Walmart, they'll stock online occasionally. Mm-hmm. Lately, it's been kind of ridiculous. And I think people are like, literally, they have like bots or something on their computers that like go buy out Target online and Walmart online if they restock it or whatever. But occasionally you can find stuff online. And so I'll buy like, 3 boxes of 3 blaster boxes or something if I can find them. And then I'll just set them aside and really try not to open them. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But just saving them for future videos. So, I mean, I have a couple boxes. I'm running out because it's been so hard to find stuff, but just having a little backlog doesn't hurt.
You're saying, you said Prestige is one of your favorites to open? I think you
Mega box. Actually, the hanger boxes and mega boxes. Last year was a little bit better, but I still enjoy it.
Yeah. Should we do one on the fly here? I brought something to do. I gotta go get it over there.
If you want to, man.
We're doing.
I'd say yes.
If you want to explain what we're doing, I don't mean open. I mean do a on the fly giveaway.
Oh,
we're doing a road to 1,000 giveaway.
Oh yeah, you guys are getting close.
We're gonna do it right here. We're gonna give away one of these. So what we've been having people do is they have to comment something in the comments. So maybe we'll come back to that, and we'll have, if you can come up with something that you want them to comment in the comments, that's how they get entered. You have time. You have time to think about it.
Anything? Just
anything, yeah. Like sometimes we say, like one of the things that it could be is,
oh, I think I know what I want.
Okay, I'm not going to say it then. I won't say nothing.
Okay.
You tell us when you're ready. If you want to do it now.
All right. Yeah, that's fine. All right. If you guys want to be entered for the giveaway, that Prestige 2020 hanger box, you got to do Lauren, you got to do it for me. The ring-a-ding, or that has got to be the
ring-a-ling-ding.
You got
right there.
That's awesome. All right, so that's going to be all right. We snuck that in.
That's so
all right.
It's so funny.
Right.
That, I've said it so many times that it just rolls off my tongue, and other people try to do it, and they're like.
I sit next to every show and I'm like, you got to say it. I can't say it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I didn't come up with that either. So.
No.
I think you did. We're just going to roll with it.
We're going to roll with
I'm going to be the most famous ring-a-ling ding dong out there.
That's probably true. Yeah, I mean.
So I'm going to put this up here. That will go out soon. Perfect. So I think we asked you to have a few cards to maybe show off. Maybe some.
Oh, yeah.
I know picking 5 is really hard. You know, I tell Lauren that he can do Wednesday Wows and come up with 20, and he has like his whole desk covered over here. I'm like, dude, we said 20.
It is honestly like, could you pick out your top 3? I don't think I could, honestly.
For me?
Overall, not one specific player either. It is hard.
No, I told Kevin I want to do my 5 faves someday, but because it's my show and I get to make the rules, that it's going to be like 20 cards.
Like, here's my fave 5 of each set in every.
Yeah. This is my 5 faves of flawless. This is a immaculate.
All right, so I got
full screen when you show it. Okay, so you'll be on solo.
Okay. So I think this one's got to be debatably my favorite card I've got. Debatably is the. Let's see if I can get the good.
That's pretty good there. Yeah.
Yeah, Hakeem Butler 101 Obsidian.
Oh.
Like that is probably the favorite that I have. I mean, Obsidian's one of my favorite brands. So
it's great.
It's got some really nice shine. I mean, the camera doesn't do it justice, but
no,
that one's pretty cool. See, even like now, I'm debating like which ones.
Yes.
This one right here. Let's see. Remember the cameras. 1 of 1 Hakeem Butler. Got that beautiful patch on it. It's from Immaculate.
That's an awesome.
It's not the right case. It did not come in the Panini Redemption case. That's just a case I threw it on. I didn't want to take their sticker off because it'll leave that residue, which is great. Oof. All right, this one's a more recent one. You guys are going to see it. Iowa State jerseys are some of my favorites.
Yes.
Alan Lazard, on-card auto. Man, I just can't get a good glare.
There you go.
A little bit better.
Yep.
101. Right up. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right up there.
Yeah.
So, Alan Lazard 101. I mean, obviously, with him being my main PC, I've technically completed this rainbow, but it's only like the 101 out of 5 out of 25 and out of 99, I think. So that was pretty cool. I mean, what?
When you complete a rainbow, I don't consider getting the printing plates part of the rainbow. Do you? Yeah, me neither.
No, there is one. Oh, I'm mad because I lost one of the printing plates not long ago on eBay. But I have the 1-of-1 Contenders Super Bowl ticket for Akeem Butler, and I have 2 of the printing plates so far, and one of them was on eBay like 2 weeks ago. And I threw a bid up that I was like, okay, it's probably fine. I mean, I should have done more, I guess. But usually his printing plates go for like $15-20. And this one I think sold for like 35 or something. And of course I was the second highest bidder, and I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Just, not as bad as the dual. Oh man. The dual David Montgomery, Hakeem Butler, Contenders, or it was, I can't remember if it was Prism or the Contenders, dual auto 101. It was like basically the holy grail of like what I could ever get. Like, probably the top card, because they don't have a card with all 3 of them. So that card would have been pretty cool. I was like saving up. I like sold some stuff. I threw a bid of $215 on it, and I lost. And I was like, and I actually found out who won, because there was a guy that I was debatably making a deal with on Facebook, and he had some pretty high prices and stuff, and I knew he was looking for that 1-of-1. And I was like, hey, just gonna like shot in the dark, like, did you buy this? And he's like, yeah, my max bid was like $325. And I'm like, whoa. And so I'm like, you know what, congrats, like that. Yeah. And he actually has the other, whichever one it was, he has the Prism and the Contenders 1-of-1s for those 2. So I was like, if you ever get rid of them, let me know. But yeah, so won't see that again, I don't think.
No, I think that's one thing you find with, like, if you like, when you're, like you said, Iowa State isn't a football powerhouse, doesn't have a lot of players from it, but the college collectors are mad crazy, man.
Yeah.
So
yes, they are.
You probably know the couple few that you're competing with, probably personally. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's quite a few on Instagram too, and I mean, most of them I'm pretty good friends. I mean, like good buddies with, and I try and only get like one of each card if I can, and so I'm actually like, I hate doing it, but I'm debating selling some of the duplicates I have, just because it's like, do I really need 9 Alan Lazard Prism autos?
Yeah,
I'm not going to display all 9 of them. So like, and of course, right now his price is like through the roof because he's doing well in training camp and everything with Rodgers, but it's also really hard to get rid of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah, so it's that'll be a good segue to the next card. Actually, the next card is the gold vinyl Alan Lazard autograph.
Nice.
This one, yeah, I guess that'll do. This one's the 2 of 5. So
and there's that
probably not going to change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So there's that is probably, I mean, this one might also be what, it's so hard to say a favorite card. This one just looks so nice. And I am 3 cards away from completing both the auto rainbow and the base rainbow for Alan Lazard Prism. So that would be pretty crazy. I mean, that's kind of like my ultimate card goal. We'll see if that ever happens.
So is it upsetting to you that he's doing so well for the Packers?
Yeah.
Cards are going up.
his value is going up. I can't get that. I used to get his Prism autos, and like I got like some of the flawless and National Treasure stuff. I get them for like $5-10 a card. Like I like way early on, because he was the only guy I could PC. I mean, back in 2018 when I started the channel, so I way overbought. But I guess looking back on it, it's not a terrible thing. But it's, I used to be able to get his cards really cheap, and now it's like I just picked up I can't remember if it's over there or over there. But it was this immaculate card out of 5, and it had a really nice patch on it. And I got it for like $30, and I was like, oh, that's actually pretty reasonable. And then I remembered that I got a different one that's out of 5, a year and a half ago for like 10, maybe. Like, it's just, and some of his cards now go for, like, I saw the Prism base out of 49 went for like $40 shipped. And I'm like, I used to get that card for $1. Like, it was $1 card.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So you're going, why can't you with the Jaguars?
Right. I mean, I like seeing him do well. I really hate that he has to do well for the Packers. Like, that is like it's very bittersweet.
Before week 1, because week 1 he's going to get shut down, or you can wait till later on and maybe he blows up in a game and then you can move a couple of them. You almost have to take advantage of that.
Yeah, it's kind of a win. I mean, so it's a win-win and also a lose-lose, because he's doing well for a team that I really dislike. But I mean, he's doing well. But when he does well, his card value is really high, and then I can't buy as much. So it's like it's hard. Like, David Montgomery just got injured, which will drop his value a little bit.
Better start buying.
I know, and that's a terrible thing.
That's a bad. I mean, but that's what you got to do,
Me and Kev joined a fantasy team, and we inherited a team that had David Montgomery as one of the top running backs on the team, and it's a dynasty.
Oh,
trying to shop him all off season, and even trying to like shop him with Odell Beckham, OBJ,
yeah.
And we can't get rid of him. And now we're stuck. We're probably going to be stuck with usually lower. You said it's a lower leg injury, right?
It's a groin, so he should be. It's like 2 to 4 weeks. 2 to 4 weeks. He's expected to be back for the season opener, or there's hope.
Okay.
So nothing major, thankfully.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't like. You oftentimes see so often that they try to rush a player back from like a injury, and then they never recover. They're dealing with and then injuries. Any injuries that the problem with, you're like, just if you did something to your ankle, wrap it up and go out there and play. Well, that you'll overcompensate, and the next thing you know, you've hurt the one ankle's hurt and the knee on the other side starts to hurt because you're putting
trickle effect. Yeah. One after the other.
Did you have any more cards to show? I lost track of the numbers because we keep.
I think we got one more.
I got one more.
Okay.
And this one is, I don't know if you consider it one of my. It's not one of the top, but it's just a good talking point. It's the Panini Black, David Montgomery, RPA. This one's out of 35. I mean, I love the Panini Black brand. I mean, it looks so hard to get a good. There you go. So it looks sweet, but just the difficulty in finding some reasonably priced Panini Black nowadays is just off the charts. So it's crazy with the price increases and everything. So I didn't actually pull this one. I traded for it, but just a little reminisce to last year's opening of it. So
$100.
Yeah, $100 for the box last year. Even then I was debating.
I was just gonna say, even at 100, I'm like, well,
shoot, like our first episodes we were actually reviewing
Majestic.
Oh, that was Majestic. Yeah, that's right. We really like black cards.
That's a cool one too. Majestic's awesome.
Yeah. So we were, and then I'm trying to remember. I feel like MT Sports Cards. I think that was his very first hobby box, wasn't it? A box of UD or Upper Deck or Panini Black.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I just love black cards. They look so classy.
They look. I mean, the only issue is the chipping on the edges occasionally, which was a huge problem last year. But
I don't know here, and it looks better. I mean, I watched a couple open, and they're like, okay, that seems like they took care of that, which is good.
Yeah. I think I've watched PC87s. I just quick scrolled through and saw his, and it looks a lot cleaner. So
yeah,
hopefully
I think I watched his brother's Cheddar Bob.
Okay, Cheddar Bob. Yeah. And I got four more cards, and these ones are just really cool.
Let me.
These are personal. The personalized cards. These are some of the favorites that I've got. So Vikings95 drawing the Hakeem Butler, and
nice.
This one's me, and I think Owen the cat's on there. He's asleep over there, and these are some of the cool things that just the sentimental collection.
Oh, for sure.
You throw aside, and someone took the time. I mean, usually it's younger kids who I try to, if I can influence someone to get into the hobby, it would be them. Just someone's got to carry it on. So
for sure, man, that's awesome.
Those are cool, but those are some of my faves.
Cool.
That random PC box that I have my 101s and my Vikings and all that other stuff.
That's really cool, man. That's awesome. Those are those sometimes mean a little bit more, I think.
Can't put a price on them, that's for sure.
No, yeah. Well, we want to be respectful of your time, so maybe if you want to take a minute and I'm sure almost everybody knows how to find you, but just run down your stuff, and if there's anything else you want to bring up, and then we're just going to touch on that Panini Black.
Oh, yeah.
That's before we let you go, and we don't have to finalize everything, but I think we got to do that, and maybe like a month stuff releases, we'll come up with some good rules for that, but we'll give you the floor for
too. Because just the ones that are like small, like Elements is 4 cards or whatever, and Panini Black.
Yeah, Elements has been on for a little while. We could do that one.
Yeah, either or. I mean, it'd be fun.
Pretty sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, just put a budget of like I don't know, $20 or $30, something really cheap. See what we can come up with.
I think it'd be a good challenge.
Yeah, I think I like the competition, and I love competition. Is fun. So
we'll see how you guys can do on the eBay game.
There you go. So we'll come up with a plan for that. But you take the floor for a minute, tell them how to find you and all that fun stuff, and then we'll wrap things up.
All right. So obviously, you guys know Vikings95. That's the YouTube channel. It can be found on Instagram at Vikings95_cards. And then I have a website as well that I probably should update more than I do, but it has some of the rainbow pictures that I have and some of the rainbow chases and card details at Vikings95cards.com. So those are really the main 3 that I go with. I think I have a Facebook page too.
I think.
I have a Facebook page. I don't check it as often. So yeah, Instagram and YouTube are the main thing, and the other things are kind of just back in my mind.
For sure.
Well, thank you guys so much for having me on. It's always a lot.
Man, this has been a blast, and we're gonna come up with that challenge, and maybe we'll make it an IG challenge. I don't know. I suppose we can say it without YouTube getting too mad, but we'll make it an IG challenge, and we'll put it up for vote.
That would be fun.
But we're not going to say whose is whose. We'll just have all the cards.
That'd be good too.
You list them on your page, and we'll list them on our page in Group A, Group B, and pick the best group.
That would be good.
We'll come up with a good idea. All right, so that's going to bring episode, what are we on? Man, 141.
I think 141.
That is impressive.
Yeah.
Congrats, guys. That is awesome.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, thanks, Sam.
Well, thanks for coming on, Sam. That'll bring episode 141 with Vikings95 to a close.
Skol Brothers out.
Cool.